Hello everyone. This is my first YouTube video. This morning I was in prayer and I was listening to the Holy Spirit, and He revealed some things to me, and it was the first time that He has revealed anything where immediately afterwards I just felt this need, this strong desire to share it via video. So I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that needs to hear what I heard this morning, and I just wanted to share it with you and hope that it blesses you, encourages you, and just speaks to your spirit. So this morning what the Holy Spirit revealed to me was I was unknowingly trying to enter through another door. I was trying to earn my place at the table, and I was trying to show up to the wedding feast of the Lamb clothed in something else other than His righteousness, His salvation that He's given us as a gift. So, and I wasn't aware of this. What was driving this was, just an overwhelming feeling of guilt. Back when I was saved, when I was 16, when I first accepted Jesus, I was given an amazing gift. I was given a vision of Jesus. I got to see Jesus. I got to hear His voice. He embraced me. It was truly amazing. However, it didn't take long afterwards for me to come off that high and return to the world. And it started off like little compromises here and there. Then, as you know, when you pull a thread, it starts off small and then it just unravels and it becomes bigger, like an avalanche or a snowball, rolling down a hill. It gets bigger. So I spent years partying, living for myself, pursuing validation, affirmation, love, self-medication, escapism through anything, through the world, through partying, drinking, drugs, promiscuity, you name it. I did it. So I felt a lot of guilt and unworthy of His grace, unworthy of His baptism. I was given such an amazing gift, and then I squandered it, and I felt like I had to earn my place back at the table. So a few years ago, I repented, and I just wanted to live only for Jesus. I wanted to come back to Him. I wanted to have that fire back, and since then, unbeknownst to me, I was trying to earn it through self-righteousness, that I could prove that I could obey my way back to the seat at the table. And this morning, the Holy Spirit just revealed to me that's not the way. God is very clear. In the Bible, it says Jesus is the only way to the Father. Jesus is the door. He is the only way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through Him. So if we, because of our guilt, I feel like that's something that the enemy does, is that through our guilt, he tries to whisper lies into us that, okay, so you're unworthy, now you have to earn your way back to the table, which is essentially thinking that you can take another door into the Ark of the Covenant. Whenever Noah's Ark was happening, or the Great Flood, they were very clear that anyone else that entered through another door or snuck on would be thrown out. And that's the same with salvation. If we try to come into the door into any other way other than Jesus, maybe that other way that we're trying to come onto the boat, come into the wedding feast of the Lamb, maybe we're trying to come in through another door called self-righteousness, works only. Some people try to come in through the door through other religions, other idols, the New Age spirituality, that you can access God through another way, and we know that there's no other way we can access the Father other than Jesus, and that's why the Tower of Babel was was destroyed and the people were scattered because the enemy was showing them or trying to teach them another way to access the Father, to access heaven. And there is no other way. Those other ways are dangerous, and they may be spiritual, but they're not clean spirits. They're unclean spirits that are luring, people through other means to get to God. So yeah, whether we think that we can access God through other religions, through unclean spirits, through New Age spirituality, through chakras, or, self-righteousness, works only, all of those things will not get us to the table, and it will not make us worthy to remain at the table. That's another key point that I learned this morning, is that I didn't realize that I was trying to earn my way, or earn my place to remain at the table as well. So I think that's a dangerous trap that Christians and Messianic Jews can fall into. Followers of Jesus can, go back into slavery by trying to follow the law and other means. Righteousness can only come from Jesus. It's not self-righteousness, it's his righteousness. And that reminds me of when Jesus was talking about the wedding feast, how some people will come into the wedding feast and they'll be clothed in something else. They won't be clothed in the proper attire. So, and he'll, basically tap them on the shoulder and say, how did you get in here? You're not dressed properly. And then he'll throw them out. So when we try to clothe ourselves in our own merits, in our own works, through boasting in our self-righteousness, that won't be acceptable attire to clothe ourselves in. That we can only clothe ourselves in his righteousness, his glory, his salvation, his love, his grace, his mercy, his truth, his way, his life, to remain there. It's all a gift. So whatever works